Hey everyone, it's Rogue Rage. Today I have a deck profile on my Raging Spirits deck that I ran at the Buddy Challenge over at the Springfest in White Plains this year. Did fairly well with the deck. I went 4-3. First time really ever using it other than like playtesting on the area, the Buddy Fight area and stuff like that. I had a blast with the deck. I still had its learning curves for it. I do prefer it to Seager. It's just much better. So yeah, let's get into the deck. My buddy is Dragon Kid Ricky. Well, of course you have your flag. My buddy's Dragon Kid Ricky. I do want to get a foil buddy. He is a great card. He's a size 0, 3/13. He nullified the lifelink of size 3 Raging Spirits on your field, and he has a lifelink 1. So pretty much he's important to have out because you do go through your size 3s pretty rapidly in this deck, in the sense that sometimes they're just not worth protecting, but it doesn't matter because you've got this guy to nullify the lifelink of usually around 2. And actually, important ruling on this card, some people still didn't know this, if your field gets 10 booed and you have this and a size 3 on your field, you only take Ricky's lifelink because this resolves after the loss of the size 3. Alright, my size 0s, I run for the buddy, Ricky. He's just an absolute MVP of the deck. You need him. You need him at 4. There's no reason to run anything less than 4. And we're going to do a little bit differently. We're going to run size 3s now, because I'd rather cover the Raging Spirits first. I run 2 Ethereal Gaeng the King. He is a size 3, 7/5, 5 crit. That 5 crit is disgusting, but he's only got 4 defense, and this is why he's only a 2 of. His call cost is pay 3 gauge. When an opponent's card attacks, you change the target of the attack to this card, so you get the redirect effect. And if there are 3 or more Raging Spirits in your drop zone, it gets plus power plus 6,000. He is a late game, like when you know you could push for game. He's got penetrating and lifelink too, so you're penetrating potentially for that 5 crit. Just late game, your opponent's ran out of guard. You want to push with Gaeng, but he's also, because of his 4K defense, you don't want to have him out early game. I've tried it. Rushing with him is hard. It does pay off if your opponent couldn't draw into guards, but it's just hard because you have to keep him alive. With that 4K defense, most things can hit him. Of the size 3s, this is probably the best. I run 4 Wicked Dragon Emperor Billion Knuckle. This guy's a 7/2/6. He's got call cost for pay 2 gauge and put the top card of your deck into this card's soul. When an opponent's card attacks, change the target of this attack to this card. He's got Soul Guard, Counter Attack, and Lifelink 2. That Soul Guard and Counter Attack are so useful. I can't speak highly enough about them. You're redirecting attacks, and then on top of that, you've got all the support to keep him alive. So, and then if he takes Soul Guard, it's whatever. If he does take a hit, he's got that Counter Attack, which is so useful too in terms of helping wipe your opponent's field. So they're gonna attack him regardless. You keep him on the field with something like Wrath Trigger, so negate the Soul Guard, just whatever. He's just really good. In the mirror matches against Raging Spirits, it turned up being whoever could ride into Billy Knuckle first. Not ride, sorry, this is a Vanguard, but whoever could call Billy Knuckle first got game. I then run 4 of the Raging Spirits promo, Soul Path Dragon Emperor Oni Street. He is 7/3/7 with a redirect effect, and he's got lifelink 2. This card is great simply because he's got that 3 crit, and he's free. You call him for free. He's a great first turn call too as well. I run 4 Bash Dragon Emperor Champion Lord. He's also the last of the Raging Spirits. Well, we don't have any other Raging Spirits until we get Everlock, which is a promo. Hopefully we get him. He's a 9/2/6, pay 2 gauge, and when an opponent's card attack, he gets a redirect, and he's got double attack and lifelink 2. That is just a really solid card because of his double attack. His 6K defense is also pretty helpful, and his 9K puts him over any walls. Really like him. That's it for the Raging Spirits, so we're going to go on to our size 2s. I run 4 Ice Dragon Emperor Glacies. This is Dragon Lord support. The deck needs Dragon Lord support. Hopefully we get some Raging Spirits support that keeps them alive, just because it'd be kind of cool to have a pure Raging Spirits deck. He's a size 2, 3, 3, 4. If you can't play your Raging Spirit for some reason, he's a solid because of his 3 crit, but he's just useful because his act, it's a counter, a free shot during an attack on your opponent's turn. If you have a size 3 monster on the field, you may discard this card from hand and pay 1 life. If you do, nullify the attack. He's got lifelink 1. And then I run 2 Wicked Dragon Fabrication Demonica. Some people like him at 3. I just like him at a solid 2. He's a 5/2/4 Dragon Lord. Counteract when your opponent casts a spell. If you have a size 3 monster in the field, you may discard this card from your hand, pay 2 gauge, and pay 1 life. If you do, just nullify the spell cast by your opponent. This guy's great because he can't get countered in the sense that since he's not a spell, he actually came in handy a lot at the event because people would get ready to nullify my spell negations, but they couldn't because he's not a spell. And the last of my monsters, actually, the 2 Storm Dragon Emperor Thunder Tornado. He's a 5/2/5 Demonic Wind Strike. If you have a size 3 monster on the field, you may discard this card from hand, pay 1 gauge. If you do, destroy an item or spell on the field. Great card. Especially helpful against like Hero World and Legend World. Actually, no, it didn't go off against Legend World once, but I used it against Hero World pretty usefully. Just all around good because the weapons are were helping my opponents target my Raging Spirits better. Alright, on to my items. I run 4 Sky Splitting Armor Masaru. This is the item for Ancient World. For all of you veteran Seager players, gotta just keeping the center clogged up with Seager. The point of this deck is to keep your Raging Spirits either left or right, and keep item in the center, just so you're hitting for as much as possible. It's just a 3 crit weapon. 3,000 2 crit weapon, just solid. I do hope we get a better weapon, even if it has a call cost. That's fine with me. On to spells. I run 4 Dragon Prudent. You may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn if you do not have a monster in your center, so you nullify the attack. You need those. You need them at 4. Run 4 Wrath Trigger. You need 4 Wrath Trigger. You pay 1 life and pay 1 gauge, and you counter to the monster on your field for this turn. The next time it would be destroyed, it remains on the field, and for this turn, you give it counterattack. This is great for like Gaeng the King late game to keep him alive and still hit for that 5 crit. It was helping me against Magic World. Just great card you need 4 of. I run 4 Dragon Emperor Legend. Staple, best card in Ancient World, hands down. One of the best cards in the game, resource-wise. Put the top card of your deck into your gauge. You can gain 1 life, draw a card, make sure you do it in that order. You can only cast it once per turn, but it's just nothing but pluses. Can't say enough good things about this card. You need it at 4. I run 4 Divine Dragon Creation, another staple card of the deck for any Ancient World deck. You pay 2 life and you draw 2. You can only use it once per turn. Those people that play Ancient World know that you use life resources all the time, so paying 2 life just isn't that big of a deal. You get that draw 2. Hand advantage, drawn to your guards. Great. Rounding up, I like to keep my decks at 50 just because I find that most consistent. I run 4 Dragon Thunder. I was running Gathering of the Armed Dragons, which I keep in the sideboard anyway, instead of this card until my buddy Zach really gave me the merits of it. I had heard Hunter Surge talking about it. Wasn't sold on it. Zach, through our playtesting, just really sold me on this card. It's counter, destroy a monster on the field with 2,000 or less power defense. So yeah, for free. It's great because there's just so many targets that this card has, and yeah, just great all-around card. I do side in Gathering of the Armed Dragons against your beefier decks because then it ends up being useless anyway. So like against Juan Mango's Big Butt Ozzy Dahaka deck, this card is useless, but Gathering was putting in the work. And then against the mirror match, you want to side out this for Gathering of Armed Dragons. I'm not going to go into my sideboard because, well, people have their own sideboards. I do believe that that's something that people should just figure out on their own to their preferences. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you guys have any questions or comments related to the deck, maybe you want to share your sideboard or how you change the ratios of stuff, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Open to all new ideas. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.